My goal is to earn $1 million using only side hustle money. No money out of my paycheck, nothing like that. So let's see how I'm doing this. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Leroy and welcome to my channel, 40 and Broke, where we're all about getting out of debt, saving, investing, and getting our finances under control so we can live the life we've always dreamed of. Because that's what it's all about, living the life we've always dreamed of. So anybody who's been following my channel for any amount of time knows that a couple years back, I gave myself a challenge. And I said, I want to earn $1 million in 2 years. But I only want to use side hustle money and money that I get from like the receipt apps and stuff like that. Well, if you know, during the end of last year, the January was when that 2 years was up, and I was an epic fail. I'll leave the video right up here in the cards if you want to check that out. Epic fail. Now, I've decided I'm going to revamp that a little bit. I'm still doing it. Still doing this 1 million challenge because I want to be a millionaire. And I want to do it from the ground up. I want to show people that you can do it from the ground up. And it's difficult, don't get me wrong, because I'm not using any money out of my paycheck. This is all money that I've hustled up, or things from just like that. Basically is like I started at zero and money that I hustled. And when I started doing it, I started using receipt apps and everything like that. And I would take the money from the receipt apps, turn it into, say, a gift card, and then I would pay myself, that gift card to go towards the 1 million challenge. But it didn't work out. It was too hard keeping track of the money in the apps. And then so it's like I'd get $25 from Fetch and I'd keep that. And then I would give myself $25 out of my paycheck, and it just seemed too difficult to keep up with. So now I just use the receipt apps for things like, I just convert them over to Amazon, and then I'll buy stuff on Amazon that I need or to better myself. I buy a lot of books with them. I buy a lot of books, and make a lot of Amazon purchases, so that I don't think I've paid for an Amazon purchase in over a year. So, like, out of pocket, I don't think I've paid out of pocket for an Amazon purchase in over a year. But sorry, I had a driver come and talk to me. I'm at work, so I completely forgot my train of thought, but I think I was talking about the receipt apps and everything. And like I said, it just got too much of a hassle. Just too much of a hassle trying to figure out, did I send myself money for this? And so what I'm doing now is I'm just taking the money that is in the handful of brokerage accounts, and I'm going to use that money. And I have $2,554. And we'll jump over to a spreadsheet here in a minute, and I'll show you how I have it set up. But it's a pretty simple setup. And then anything that I do on side hustles, but certain side hustles, like when I sell my books, if I sell copies of my books, that goes into a different thing. That goes into my business account. So that's not, I guess I consider it a side hustle to an extent, but that's for other things. It's not for this road to 1 million challenge. So, but all right, let's jump into the spreadsheet real quick, and I'll show you what I got going on here. So this is my 1 million challenge spreadsheet setup, and I'm trying to keep it super simple. So you see along the top, I got the months, and then after March, Q1, June, Q2. So that will be the end. These are all done at the end of the month. So at the end of January, I had 1211 in Robinhood. At the end of February, I had 1877. At the end of March, I had 1970. Now, granted, the big jump on that, you'll notice that Robinhood jumped up like a little over $600 there, but that's because I took money out of these other accounts and put it into Robinhood. I sold the positions that I had and put it into Robinhood because I'm like, I'm going to use this to trade. I'm going to use my Robinhood account to trade. And eventually I'll probably just get rid of the Webull and the Coinbase. But right now, all those have is cryptocurrency in it. So I'm waiting for the halving and this bull run to get over. The bull run after the halving. It usually, historically, it lasted for about a year to 2 years or so. I think the video I seen. Anyways, but I'm just waiting till the bull run to get over, and then I'll probably cash these ones out, the Webull, Cash App, and Coinbase, and move that over to Robinhood so that all my money's in Robinhood and I'm just dealing with Robinhood. And what I'm doing is I'm starting to do small trades. So obviously I have to. I've only got a total of $2,554. So I will take what I just did is I had some money set aside that in Robinhood that I was saving in case, things tank, then I could buy when it's low. But with the halving for Bitcoin coming up, it dropped down to 62. And I remember telling my brother, if it drops down to 65, I'm going to buy some. That way, when it goes back up to about, 71, 72, I can sell it, get about a 10% profit, make a little swing trade, 10% profit, and I'll just keep, going from there. But it dropped down to 64. I bought $100 worth at 64. Then I bought $100 worth into the 63 like 731. And so I have those two. So I'm waiting for it to hit 72,000. And when it hits 72,000, which it was at 72,000 a week ago, April 7th, it hit 72,000. So if it hits 72,000 again, I'm going to sell, and that will give me a little over 12% return on that. So I'll sell those, and then that'll take that $200 and I'll turn it into 225. So that's $25 more that I add to my account. And I understand you're going to be like, Leroy, that's such a waste of time. You're not going to make $1 million getting $25 profit, at a time. And you're right. I'm not. So I've got to get a little more hands-on. I've got to learn a little more about options. And it's just one more thing to add to my plate, but that's what you have to do. This is what we have to do if we want to be millionaires. And I'm tired of not being a millionaire. I want that money. I want to be a millionaire. So that's what I have going on. And then the side hustles, I need to start doing woodworking. I really like doing woodworking, so I need to start cracking down on it and doing it. So that's my goal there that's what the side hustles is going to be, little stuff like that I do on the side. I'm going to throw that money that I get, I'm going to throw it straight into Robinhood, and we're going to add to it. And I got to crack down. You see, that's 3 months. That's one whole quarter I didn't do any side hustle, didn't sell anything, and I got to tighten up on that. So, but all right, there's the spreadsheet right there. So that was my spreadsheet. That's my plan. Try to do a little bit of trading, try to do a little bit of side hustles. And I think anytime what I might do, even if I win giveaways, stuff like that, I'm going to consider that the side hustle. I think I'm going to start putting that into Cash App if that's what some of the giveaways call for. I was doing Amazon, but I think I'll put it into Cash App and send that over there, and then that way I can trade more. I got to get this road to 1 million going. I've got to do my side hustles. I've got to learn some about options, because you're not gonna make a whole bunch of money trading. I hear, and I guess you can, but I always hear that options are the way to go. Options, now I hear they're dangerous. I know very little about them, so that's why I just like swing trading a little bit, and little amounts add up. Little amounts add up. $25 becomes $50. $50 becomes $100. $100 becomes $200. So on and so forth. You see how it goes. You can't get big amounts without getting small amounts. So that is my biggest point. And that's what I'm going to do with this Road to 1 Million challenge. I'm not giving myself 2 years, I don't think. I can't remember if I said I was going to give myself 2 years again, but I don't think so. I'm just going to plug along at it, and I'm going to keep track of everything I do, because what do I always say? That which gets measured gets improved. So I'm measuring this, and I want to improve it. I didn't really measure it before. When I did the challenge for the first 2 years, it was kind of haphazard. It was kind of slipshod and just shoddy. I didn't buckle down. I didn't do anything. I wasn't nothing all spectacular. I was just like, oh well, I'll do this, and then I'll do this, and and I didn't keep track of anything. Now I'm gonna keep track of it. So there we go. So that's my goal. That is my goal. I'm going to make $1 million, and I'm going to show you that it may take small increments, but it can be done. It can be done. So, all right, everybody, have a good one. Get it, and don't let them small amounts discourage you, because a win is a win. As Guillermo at Finance ABC says, nobody goes broke taking profits. All right, everybody, have a good one.